Yo, what is poppin', y'all? Welcome back to Olive Productions, and today is a very special day, and that is because it is my 4th year anniversary on YouTube. I can't believe it, man. I started out as a Roblox channel, and now I'm possibly the biggest Teenymates YouTuber out there, but I don't want to brag and all that stuff, but I just want to say I'm blessed, grateful for all of you that have subscribed, so we're on the way to 3K, and if we can reach 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which is probably not going to happen, but when we reach 2,000 subscribers, we'll do a special video for that as well, like I did for 2,000. But anyway, let's go on and get on the topic on the video. But before we do that, I wanted to give you some Teenymate updates. So, as you all know, I did post some Teenymate stuff on there, as such as the NFL Teenymate Legends Series 4 is now on Party Animal's website. And it looks great. I'm hoping to get, most of the players. And I'm actually going to 2 of the Cowboys home preseason games, so I'll try to snag a bag of Legends for each game to open up there like I did last year. And for WNBA teammates, those were also revealed, I think, sometime last week. And they're also on Party Animals website, and they're also on Dick's Sporting Goods website. So if y'all want to go, start checking your stores, then you can. And another thing I forgot to mention. The Legends Series 4 and the WNBA teammates are also on Amazon. So if you want to order that, you can. But that's the Teenymate news, and of course, we were also, I revealed the big box set for NFL Teenymate Series 14, the normal set. So if you want to go on bjs.com, it is there. I think you can order it, but it's sold out, sadly, so, check up on that. But if you want to go look at that, you can. But anyway, let's go on and get on to the topic of the video. So last year, I did a jersey collection video, and I thought that some of y'all liked that, hopefully. So I also collect jerseys. Of course, I collect jerseys, but I also collect hats. And, of course, when you buy a jersey, you have to buy the matching hat. So we're going to be doing a hat collection video for our 4th anniversary video. So let's go ahead and start off with my favorite team, of course. We had the San Francisco 49ers. So let's go ahead and focus. There we go. Okay, so this is the first 49er hat I ever got. And I got this like sometime in 2023, I can't remember, but this one's cool. It's just a plain red hat, but unfortunately it was, I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a little bit of red on the F, so that sucks. But I got this one last year. I usually wear this one instead of the red one. I mean, the red one's cool, but I like the black one because it kind of goes with everything. So those are the 2 Niner hats that I have, and I mainly have NFL hats, but I also have 2 hockey, 2 baseball, and 2 basketball. I also have 1 UFL hat. So yeah, let's continue on. And I also have 2 Rams hats. This one is really cool because it has the yellow and the blue on the side, which is nice. And then I have an all-white Rams hat. This is when the Rams won the Super Bowl, and it was hard to find a hat, so I stuck with this hat. It's not like a Super Bowl champs hat or anything, but it's still cool. So that is the Rams. And let me just go in, because I have a lot of hats, like I said. So we're doing the NFC, if you could obviously tell, and then we'll do the AFC. And I have over here 3 Dallas Cowboy hats, which is pretty cool. So there's that. I have this hat. I have a Micah Parsons hat, believe it or not. The Lion. That is really, really cool. I really like this hat. And I also have this hat. And I actually got this one signed by Jalen Tolbert and Rico Dowdle last year, which is awesome. I'm sad that Dowdle went to the Panthers, but whatever. And I have, surprisingly, I also have 3 Eagles hats, and that is because I was getting hyped for the Super Bowl. I only had this one, and then I got this one because I got a Saquon Kelly green jersey, so I had to buy the matching hat for that. And of course, I actually made a video on this when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. This is probably my favorite hat, or one of my favorite hats, like a top 3, and this is the Super Bowl 59 Champions hat. This is really awesome, so, I mean, I had to get that because they stopped the Chiefs from repeating, so that is worthy of a purchase. I have 1 Lions hat. This is awesome right here. Of course, I showed this in my very first teammate video when I blew up, Series 12. Only real friends remember when I showed this hat on camera. And I have this Vikings hat, which is pretty cool. And fact about me, I like the adjustable hats, like these ones with like the buttons or whatever they're supposed to be called, but these kind of hats. Sadly, this one doesn't have it, but it's whatever. It's still a hat. I have this Buccaneers hat, which is pretty cool. I got this before they won the Super Bowl, actually, so that's pretty cool. I have this Falcons hat, As y'all know, I was obsessed with the Atlanta Falcons when I was younger, so this one still fits me. I'm honestly surprised. All right, let's go on and get on to the AFC. So I have a Buffalo Bills hat. This one's awesome. I do like the plain hats. I think it just looks cool, but I have a Bills hat. I have a Miami Dolphins hat. This one is really nice because it has the logo, the helmet, and it also has the Dolphins, whatchamacallit, like the name. I know there's a name for this, but I can't think of it. I actually it's a pro hat, as you can see right there, but that's really nice. The stitching is cool. Yeah, everybody likes to fall over, don't they? Okay, anyways, I have this Jets hat. I know it's outdated, but still a pretty good price. I got it for a pretty good price, so that's cool. I have this Bengals hat, which is cool. This one is like really stretchy. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it is a little stretchy. So that one's nice. I have a Steelers hat that I got last summer, which is pretty cool. So there are the Steelers. I got this Ravens hat. This one's really cool because it's a net hat. I don't have very many net hats in my collection. I think this is the only net hat I have, but still cool. I like it. Don't ask why I have this one. I had this before. I hated the Chiefs, so this is actually the draft hat. So this is actually kind of a cool hat, but of course it's the Chiefs, and we despise the Chiefs. I have a Raiders hat. I wore this a lot. I mean, this is like the only hat that I wore, even though I brought 5 others when I went to Las Vegas, so love this hat, and of course it has, you know, the silver and the black like the Rams hat. And then the final NFL hat I have is a Texans hat, and of course I have to have the Texans in my collection because they're my second favorite team. So Texans are goated. There's that, and that is it for my NFL hats. And now they are all over the desk, but whatever. Okay, now let's move on to hockey. I only have 2 hockey hats, like I said. Of course I got the Dallas Stars. Check that out. That's awesome. This is a Stitch adjustable, which is okay, but I actually got this at Walmart, so it's pretty cheap. I have this Toronto Mickey Leafs hat, pretty cool. I gotta get me a Panthers one, but this is a Global Series one from 2020, yeah, 2023, and of course it has the adjustable buttons, which are cool. Now let's get on to basketball, and of course the only hats I have are Miami Heat hats. I actually got this one for like $15, which is awesome. This is when I like first became a Heat fan, so this will always be a favorite one in my collection. I got this one a couple of years ago. Actually, no, I got this last year. So that's that. Of course, it has the buttons, which is cool. And now let's get on to, oh, of course, baseball. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So baseball, I have a Rangers hat. I've actually had this hat since I was I've had this hat for like 7 or 8 years, I think. It's very small, but it still fits me. I wore this all the time when they won the World Series. And I have a Yankees hat. Fred actually gave this to me, so I like this, even though that the Yankees beat us today. So still cool. I mean, the Yankees are iconic, so I don't mind it. And then the final hat I have in my collection is a UFL hat, but this is actually an XFL hat, and of course it's the goated Renegades. This is when we won our championship. Always gonna love this hat forever and ever because I was probably the only big Renegades fan that I knew. I mean, I was hyped about every game before we won the championship, so yeah, diehard Renegade fan here. But anyways, that is going to do it for this video. Pretty short, but then again, I just want to, thank y'all for the journey and give you some Teenymates news and show you my hat collection. So thank you for 4 fantastic years here on YouTube. Hope y'all have a good day or night, whatever time you're watching this. Take care.